Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. I have quite a few videos out on how to remove scratches on different types of clear coat, different teams and combinations. Today I have a chance to show you yet another combination or team that you could use to remove scratches, etching, swirls, love marks in one step around the vehicle. We have a Porsche we're working on today. This one here happens to have rather hard clear coat, and the imperfections are being a little bit stubborn, so I'll show you what works for me. As you can see, we're going after a few imperfections, etching, water stains, light love marks, heavier scratches down deep, so there are a few layers to go after here on the Porsche. So one thing I want to show you, the manufacturers would love at least 2 mils of clear coat on top of the color coat to protect it. And we're barely getting that. As you can see from the thickness of that, it's the fraction of the thickness of a Post-it. So when we're measuring and we get 4.3 mils for all 3 layers, primer, base coat, and clear coat, just how much are we getting? If we're getting 2 mils of clear, that means we're only getting 1 mil each for the color and the primer coat. And I don't think that's so. I think there's less than 2 mils of clear coat, and that's exactly how we approach the paint correction in our shop. And to put some numbers behind gloss, what we're seeing, low to mid 90s, and our aim, our goal is to get that into triple digits or as close to it as possible before protection goes on. So let me show you yet another team, another combination that you can put together to remove these imperfections. Today, the Redline pad system from McKee's 37, which are new to this channel. Not new, they've been around for quite a bit, but the first time I'm showing them on this channel, we're going to team it up with a battery-operated polisher, 15mm throw, and maybe one of 3 one-step polishes. And we're going to mask off an area and do a test spot. I don't care if you're familiar with the clear or with the year, make, and manufacturer. I would still do 1, 2, or 3 test spots. And you never know if halfway through the year the manufacturer outsourced their clear coat. And then again, we get to see the imperfections that are within this test area. Some deeper scratches, lighter scratches, love marks, water etching, and just overall dullness. We want to get the sparkling metallic color coat underneath shining through. Let's start off with the one-step pad. You're always going to start off with the least aggressive method necessary and step up from there if needed. And we'll team this up with the Papa Cut one-step compound polish. This has diminishing abrasives, so it finishes down quite well. As usual, a crisscross pattern, which is equal to 2 passes, speed between the 3rd and 4th speed setting, just guiding the polisher, very light pressure. Let the polisher do the work. Keep the heat down on the panel. Keep the polisher moving 1 inch every second or 2. We'll wipe off the residue, and I'll bring you in and we'll take a look. Much better. Improvement, but not quite where I would want it. We can do much better in a one step going around this vehicle and getting around quickly and effectively without removing a ton of clear coat. And the good news is we made that improvement with no measurable clear coat, anyways, removed from the surface. So let's step to a pad that has a little bit more bite to it. This is the Microfiber Pad. This will cut just a little bit deeper, and we're going to mask off yet another test area on the surface here. Same damage, same imperfections as the other test area. Swirl scratches. We have etching, hard water spots. By the way, on a vehicle like this, you don't want to go for perfection because it's going to be very rare that the owner will change his ways or change his maintenance, aftercare, wash care to match the level of perfection that you would need to get this car perfect. So if you're going to do a lot of shaving and shave off a lot of clear coat and go after perfection only for it to return into this condition soon anyways, and you can't do another correction, you can't keep cutting and cutting and cutting into the clear coat expect there to be enough clear coat forever. The best course of action is to talk the customer into an enhancement or a one step, and then still practice very careful wash processes and aftercare and maintenance, and hopefully never have to do correction again. That's the goal. Just something to keep in mind when I look at the surface and I kind of see how the car is being maintained. That's how I gauge the correction. If it's in very, very good condition and the customer takes care of it, we can go after perfection because maybe it'll stay that way. 9 times out of 10 it won't. But something that has layers and layers of imperfections and damage, that's not going to change to me. So we're not going to go crazy. We're going to make improvements. I hope that makes sense. This car has a lot of curves, and you're going to see the polisher stall here and there. The rotation of the polisher, anyway. The oscillation will continue. And don't panic. There's a lot of misconception out there that if they're stalling a polisher, you're not doing any work, and there's nothing further from the truth. Oscillation is still doing a ton of correction. The rotation, a little bit. So when it stalls, just keep moving. Keep the pressure the same and keep the speed of the polisher the same. So let me remove the residue and the masking tape, and we'll take a look this time. Maybe we're at the level of correction that I'd be satisfied with. And guys, by the way, when I speak of oscillation, if your polisher has a 15 or even a 21 millimeter throw, the backing plate is oscillating or throwing back and forth 15 or 21 millimeters. So when the rotation stops, your eye can't pick up the oscillation because it's moving so fast. That backing plate is still throwing back and forth and doing a lot of work. Hope that makes sense. So as we come in, a lot better. Perfect, no, and we're not after perfection for this particular vehicle. So one step, one trip around the car, this will do. The many colors of the metallic flake really showing through. So let me complete the back deck here. The polish I chose has a long cycle time, so you can work large areas with no dusting whatsoever. The wipe off is easy. So it helps you get around the car quickly. Something that's convertible like this, that has less surface area, you should be able to complete very, very quickly in a timely manner. Much improvements. I just need to continue up over the quarter panels here and meet. I believe Junior has the front of it finished by now. Just meet him up to the doors, and this is done. And then we can choose protection. And with this team combination, even before protection or a wax sealant or coating, the gloss meter has jumped a few units. And by the time your protection is cured, you will be well into the triple digits. Hope that helps. I'll put a link down below for the products that were used in the video. You can look into them further. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I will catch you in the next video.